Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the castle here at CCBC Essex. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth, bringing you all the action here today as this is game one of a doubleheader. Carroll Community College Lynx coming into the castle looking to play spoiler. Use women's action to start us off as the appetizer, and then these two programs, men's teams, will be playing under the lights. Players on the field on both sides and fans still filing into the castle. Action. We start here in just one moment. Knights coming into this game 4-8-1 on the season, 3-4-1 in conference play. On the other side, the Lynx just a little bit better, but not by much. 5-4 on the year. 5-3 in conference play. Last year when these two programs matched up, the Lynx, well, did not go their way. 2 loss to the Knights last year. That was then. This is now. Knights with the first look at offense as they get that ball deep into a good scoring zone. Cannot turn and shoot and get it on net. Lynx get the clear. Try and go defense. Ball will stay on this side of the field for a little longer. Feeling out process underway between these two. Again, looking for the clear. A little bit more success this time as they switch fields. Hot potato with possession. First. Ball pinballing around between the two teams. Knights on the throw in, looking for space. Not finding much of it. Good step up from the D-line. Now with the throw in. Once again, stepping up, clearing that ball out of the offensive zone. Switching fields, it's a race to the ball. Knights get there first, trying to get around that last leg of the defense. Unable to do so. Autumn Brittle got to the ball, but could not get around the defense. Sent it more to the other side of the field for the Knights. Those plays where the ball comes off the foot initially, thinking just looking to switch fields, and then you realize all that space is over there, and the Knights have 2 players running towards it. Nice heads-up play, seeing the field very well, taking advantage of the space that the Lynx were giving up. Taking advantage of the lax clear there from the Lynx. Now their offensive possession, but not much to show for it. Reese again steps up from the D-line, keeps the ball on this side of the field. Coach King empowering the defense to be a part of these offensive runs. Quickly put that away from the midfield line as the Lynx had some good pressure applied by the forwards there. Run to the ball. Knights are there first. They cannot turn the corner once again. Lynx trying to find the clear, running into a tough spot. Lancer putting the pressure on initially there on the run. That was Keto Taylor. Into the ball first, trying to turn that corner, but bend don't break defense on display once again for the Lynx in the early stages of this first half. Knights grab some early momentum, still looking for their first shot. Trying the through ball on the far sideline that time, picked off. 5 minutes into the first half, Lynx on the heels early. Trying to get this ball past the midfield line. Definitely got past the midfield line this time. Have the whole field in front of them. Towards the box. Snagged out of the air. Sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland with a nice defensive move, sticking the leg out. Get the clear now. Steps up off the D-line, plays it nicely. 2 passes later, it's a race. The Lynx win by just a half a second. Continue to be on their heels in the first few minutes of the first half. Knights trying to keep them there. Out in front of its target. Great effort play. Once again, the Knights bounce ball just a little too far out in front of the target. Knights still finding their seats, here at the Castle. We started here just a little early, a doubleheader. Beautiful Thursday fall afternoon around Baltimore. The sun is out and it is breezy here. Everyone's got their sweatshirts on. Summer definitely in the rear view mirror now. Spooky season has arrived, which means the end of the soccer season is almost here at the college level. Coaching staffs trying to put their best foot forward, trying to make sure their team puts their best foot forward, I should say. Region 20 tournament right around the corner. Playing your best soccer right now, who knows? See another long ball up that far sideline. Hasn't been the season so far that the Knights were hoping for, as that 4-8-1 record. That's something they're thrilled to write home to mom and dad about. That 3-4-1 record in the conference, though, setting themselves up nicely. Still questions about how the season will end. We're interested, like we are, to find out the answers to those questions. Stick around with us. Watch the season unfold. Some more games still on the schedule for this Knights team. And I encourage you guys enough to come check out a game here at the Castle. Knights looking for the clear as that ball is played all the way back to the keeper. Nothing but field in front of them, and they got the ball to come up awkwardly off of the hand or arm of a Lynx player there. Tough break for the Lynx. Opportunity for the Knights as that's a race to the ball. Trying to split the defense, but coming up just short. Balls up the far sideline. The Knights are getting closer and closer to figuring that out, as here is another gift for the Knights. Freebie in a much better spot. They put a beautiful strike on the last one. What do they have here? They will look for the second ball into the box. Strike. And there will be no second ball in the box. It's intercepted. Good defensive stand for the Lynx. They'll need another one. Keto Taylor trying to put that one either to herself or a teammate. To work out. Tough break for the Knights. Missed opportunity. Free kick about 15 yards into the offensive zone of the Knights. I'm sure the idea was just get it into the box and have someone run underneath of it. Defense stepping up, putting the body on the line, getting the stop. Both teams searching for their first shot on goal here today. Knights have gotten close. Lynx. Oh, there's a force field. They're unable to get that ball into their offense here in the first 10 minutes. Body of Romanzer. Throw in once again for the Lynx. And steps up and makes the play. This time it's Lindsay Lopez. Give it go. Set up beautifully. Can they turn the corner? They cannot. At least not initially. Great effort to try and save it off the line. Another strong defensive stand from the Lynx. Beautiful passing display set up from 12 and 1 there for the Knights. Romanzer setting up Alicorn. Beautiful long run up the near sideline. Deanna, the freshman midfielder from Parkville, Maryland, trying to get that ball and turn the corner, but the defense in the right place at the right time. Once again, the Knights getting closer and closer to a real good look at offense. How close will they get this time? Throw in, far sideline. Over 10 minutes into the first half. Towards the middle. Left-footed shot right into the hands of the keeper. Not afraid to go with the off foot there. The Manzer setting up the offense last time, this time getting to shoot for goal. Patricia Reyes, freshman keeper for the Lynx, makes the save. We're still scoreless. First shot on goal goes towards the Knights. No surprise, they've been in control from the word go, though we have a steal on the sideline. Almost a little something there for the Lynx. Relaxing just a little bit on the far sideline, playing with the ball. Throwing both teams back and forth. To find the lane for the clear. It wasn't there. On another throw in, bouncing ball in towards the middle. It does not. Intercepted in the air. Manzer on the second effort, setting up a teammate. What a ball! Knights got to it first, but the Lynx defense able to poke it away just in time. Keto Taylor right there after a beautiful pass from Romanzer. Once getting closer and closer, maybe a little closer. They are not zone. Setting up the shooting opportunity. Once again, the Lynx defense pushing the ball back. Knights right there to push it forward once again. Space in the middle of the field there. You could see the idea Reese was going for, trying to set the table for someone to shoot that right at the entrance of the box. The Lynx could see it as well. Stepping up defensively just in time. More bend, don't break defense. The team in the blue and yellow jerseys. Knights got some blue and yellow as well. Blue and yellow in the trim. Home whites, of course. Good job cutting off the space there. Lopez. Abraham working as a duo there perfectly on the defensive line. One cutting off the space, the other rallying to the ball. Get someone to rally towards the ball in the box as it enters and safely into the hands of the keeper. 15 minutes into the first half. Nothing to show for it on the big board. The throw-in opportunity deep in the offensive zone. Here's Reese with the throw-in. Finding some space. To send it home. Working hard to get that possession for the Knights. Now doing it again. She find a teammate. One defender in front. Here's the one-on-one play. Turning the corner nicely. The defense recovers. Good offense, better defense. We'll look to do it all over again. That was a dangerous play. Knights are able to intercept. Bring an extra possession for themselves, but unable to do anything with it. Does give the defense a chance to catch their breath, get up off their heels, as it was a long time in the offensive zone for the Knights. This is the deepest Knicks have gotten it into their zone really all day today. Figure out a way to keep it there. Knights trying to find the clear. About halfway there. Keto Taylor trying to split the defense on the through ball. It's intercepted. Thanks, nice individual play for a moment. Abraham takes it away. Keto Taylor, second effort on the through ball. This time it connects. One-on-one race towards the goal, and it's saved. Defense right there on the hip side, making it difficult. Dad always said growing up, the pass is prettier than the shot. On that play, Pops, you were certainly right. A beautiful through ball by Keto Taylor. Knights cannot send it home. Still scoreless in the first half. Almost 20 minutes into this game, and the Knights still very much in control. But the Lynx still hanging around. Records coming into. Oh, nice move from Lopez at the midfield. And then a nice one on the offensive side. What a pass! Umanzer trying to set up the play afterwards, touching it in towards space. Thought she could rally towards it. Lynx defense gets to it first, but what a play set up from number 7. Lindsay Lopez. The sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland, by way of Parkville High School, with a great defensive play to get the possession. And then setting up the offense beautifully. Defense to offense with some urgency. Everybody ready to come up out of their seats as it's happening again. Offsides by just a hit. This time the defense to offense opportunity for the Knights comes on the way of the turnover by the Lynx, shooting off a toe, so to speak. Bad turnover as the Knights just step up and take it away. There's a through ball up the far sideline. Knights don't have numbers, but they do have space, and they can't take advantage of it. And they put the pressure on with the forwards and midfielders, keep the ball on this side. Lynx halfway through the clear, finding a good through ball, but Abraham steps up just in the nick of time. Lynx stay right here with the throw-in. Knights back on defense, midfielders ready to put the clamps on. Looking for space in the middle. Through ball gets its way through. One-on-one play with the goalie. It's over! And it hits the post and goes through the field goal post behind the goal. Wow, blink and you missed it. Offense there for the Lynx. A one-on-one play minutes ago for the Knights on the other side. And the Lynx get their first look at the goal, courtesy of a one-on-one play on the other side. My goodness. That was a turnover there by the Lynx. Unforced error. Regardless, missed opportunity for the Lynx. Knights take a sigh of relief there as they almost got down early. Lynx. They shot out of the cannon just a little bit as they get a little bit of a break to talk strategy as we will take a little water break. We'll be right back. To the game a little late, break I should say, because they didn't have as much time to warm up before the game. Usually those water breaks and found some new momentum for themselves after that one-on-one look at the goal. goalpost and then split the uprights. This was the Lynx' first look at offense. Far sideline with under 20 minutes to play in the first. Hands up, ball follows. Do it all over again. Corner kick, number 2. They go short this time. Give it right back to the kick taker. Better ball on the sound. A good goal scoring area. The Lynx finally got someone to run into it and not get it over the hands of the Knights keeper. Good strong. So that's a nice move offensively from the Lynx. Lopez sniffs it out, sends it over the line, excuse me. Strong defensive play from the Knights' back line. Lopez making up for the space. Need another strong effort here on the third corner. Right. What a save off the line, and there's the clear. Not sure. Somebody in front of her. Regardless, it did not go over the line. We are still scoreless. A huge save for the scoring area. The Lynx running into one. For the first time today, heels for an extended period of time. That ball staying in. Gives a free possession to the Knights. Christmas present. And take advantage of it. And that's over the line, says the line judge. Of this first half. Rapidly approaching the halftime whistle. Will we still be scoreless when we get there? Someone going to break through with the game's first goal. The Knights have gotten close. The Lynx have now gotten pretty close themselves. On the 1-2. Do it again. Takes that space away. Two-man game developing nicely between. Trying to find the space, and it looked like they were going to. Fumanza could turn that last corner. Taylor taking off the ball after the throw-in as the Lynx get another strong defensive play. And they get the clear. They get it out of the danger zone, but not with possession. To the keeper. Long field in front of the Knights. And a whistle. Give them a chance to put the boots to it. Ball bouncing around on to the other side of the field here for the Knights. Keto. As the Knights are trying to turn the corner, running into a wall on the other side as from the middle of the field. Great effort. Change of possession on the goal kick. Under 15 minutes now to play. The Lynx it more consistently. Oh, they have a nice lane on the clear here. Up. The Knights coming up with the play. They'll have to make another one. And they do as Lopez finds the big clear. They were unable to do that as the Lynx send the other side of the field. We went most of this first half with no offense to speak of for the Lynx, and over the last 5 to 10 minutes they have put together 2 shots on goal and 3 corner kicks. Much different feel in this game after that one-on-one play that almost resulted in the game's first goal for the Lynx. Of course, that after the Knights had a one-on-one play on their side of the field. We are still scoreless here in the first half, but not for lack of trying. These are 2 evenly matched teams, and we had a be the case coming into this one. The Knights 4-8-1 on the year, 3-4-1 in conference, and 5-4 overall, and 5-3 in their conference play. Well, last year when these 2 teams matched up, it was an 8-2 victory for the Knights. Much different song and dance here this season. What a stand defensively, and makes a huge stop for the Knights. They have a chance to Will be a throw in here. Corner number 4 here for the Lynx. First one coming from the near sideline. And the jump. There's a shot, deflected. Good passing play. And the whistle will keep possession with the Lynx. Clear a lot easier for the Knights as they were running around a lot of blue jerseys. A couple of quick passes and their defensive zone. Just inching this ball further and further up the field with throw-ins. Trying to find the space. Trying to find the passing lane, and the flag is up on the sideline. That ball. Time for the Lynx. Knights unable to walk the tightrope there. The Lynx turn to slowly piece the ball further and further up the field with the throw-ins. Wow, she played that off the back of the head to herself after the throw-in. The Knights read it. Beginnings of a nice play there for the Lynx. There's another one here towards the back post on a load up the cannon, but cannot fire it towards goal. Everywhere all at once, and now the midfielder's getting in on the defensive party as well. Good, strong defensive effort. And Reese on this near sideline on the back line, working extra hard, but everyone putting in the work defensively for the Knights. Getting the stop. Now looking at some offense on the other end. Maybe some potential offense, I should say. Tito Taylor was running towards the goal, but once again could not turn the corner. It's been the issue for the Knights. Long runs towards the goal, but just unable to turn that corner when they need to. The bend don't break defense for the Lynx. Very solid. Stepping up and making the play when they absolutely need to. Now, granted, how long can you live like that? How long can you continue to find success defensively, living on the edge? Reese trying to turn in towards the middle, not finding any space, so she plays it off to a teammate. Switch fields, find a little bit of space, send it away. Out of the field just a little bit as we see a nice two-man game. Through ball, all the way through. Knights had no chance at that one. 5 and 4 setting up the give and go there. Autumn Riddle and Millette Abraham. Passing that ball beautifully through the midfield. Getting it into an attacking zone. The Knights are looking for one more attack here in the late stages of the first half. Switching fields beautifully. What a pass. They need one more. And the Lynx cut off the space. Lynx defense did a great job of recovering and then using the body as a shield. Gave the Knights offensive player no chance to get to that one. It was Emily Taylorson who was on the right side of that pass initially, then quickly found herself on the wrong side. What a beautiful pass, switching fields. You saw what was developing there. So did the Lynx. They shut it off just in time. First. And a whole nother second half in front of us for these two teams, and then we've got a nightcap to close us off. As these two programs, men's teams, will be playing under the lights in game number 2. What a day for soccer here at the Castle. And it is only just begun. Whistle against the Lynx. Knights get a free possession. Right there at the midfield line. So what's the idea here? They put the boots to it and look for a second ball that bounces in towards the box. See if they can win the race. That is the idea. And it's executed beautifully! The Lynx clear it just in time, though. Oh, my goodness. Blink and you missed it. Great offense, better defense. What a strike. I believe that was the sophomore, number 10, Mackenzie Silenzia from Kingsville, Maryland, by way of Towson High School. What a laser of a pass into the center of the box. Riddle got the first touch on it, but the Lynx defense got the last and swept it off the line just in time. Wow. Now a long ball on the other side. It's a race. The Lynx win it, but they don't have numbers. And she's wondering where the help was. Tough break there for the Lynx. Pressure on and tilt the field just a little bit in the final 3 minutes. Lopez with the first touch, Reese with the clear, but it's only for a moment. Not out of the danger zone as that's a touch in towards the middle. Knights cut off the space. And that will be a whistle, and it's going the other way. That initial reaction, opportunity right outside the box, may have been an inadvertent whistle. Regardless, Knight with possession, chance to put the boots to it. Cleared out of the danger zone. Now can they run to it? Riddle trying to turn the corner, putting the Jets on. Defense is right there. Centering pass is intercepted, but not cleared. Umanzer, long shot, easily saved. One of the few times the Knights have gotten a chance to get that ball and turn the Jets on and turn the corner. Autumn Riddle displaying the speed there. Had the right idea, centering that ball in towards a goal-scoring area. Lynx defense reading it well, but unable to find the clear. Manzer almost made him pay. Knights once again getting closer and closer, but if they're going to kick the door down in the final minutes, it's going to have to come here in the final minute, as there is just 1 minute left in the first half. These two teams looking forward to the halftime whistle. These two coaching staffs looking forward to talking with their players. A lot of good, but I'm sure a little bad as well. They have some areas to see their team make some adjustments in, I'm sure. Who's going to be able to execute those second half adjustments? Grab the game's first lead as Reese making the run from the defensive line. Cutting in towards the middle, centering ball. Lynx are there once again. Oh my, bad clear. And it's caught. Woo, my. The Lynx take a deep sigh there, as that was almost a disastrous end to the first half. And instead, I think that will be the last hoorah we see from these two teams. Final 10 seconds in the first half, ticking away. These two coaches will talk with their teams, and we will see them do battle once again in the second half. A fresh 45 in front of these two teams. Will we find a winner? Will we play to a stalemate? 0-0, 0-0 right now. Stick around with us to find out how it ends. we are back with the action underway here. The stats from the first half. 0-0 on the big board, 5 shots on goal for the Knights. No corners for the Knights. Only one offsides call in the game that was against the Knights. And story of the second half, the action underway. We are rolling on their side most of that first half. The defensive side of the ball for them. Though once they get opportunities. Potential nice scoring opportunity of the second half, as they have with those nice opportunities that the Lynx had. The Knights, so more than a few chances that they are into the halftime period. Opportunity bouncing off the head of the Lynx player there as that cross was a little too far away from James, still very much in front of them with the scoreless contest right now. And of course, with the half out, how to consistently get that ball out of their defensive zone and create a couple. They'll also limit some of the chances that the Knights had. In that first half for the Knights. Flip side of that coin is the Knights. As the Lynx looking to ball was centered in towards the middle of the box, just could not send it. Momentum early of the Lynx. Though here's a ball on the far sideline that just skips out in front of Riddle. Riddle had one defender in front of her and then a whole that defender. And also a player running alongside her. That was a real missed opportunity for the Knights. Lynx put the boots to it. It's a race on the far sideline. The Knights win it easily. Backspin on that punt. As it comes off the first touch awkwardly, sets up the run towards the goal. Here come the Knights. It's a 1-on-2 run. Trailers. And Reese plays it just a little too far out in front. The goalie comes off the line with seconds to spare. Keto, Taylor, and Umanzer, the trailing players, right behind Reese as she was entering into the scoring zone. Nice move to get around the defender, but the play, or the ball I should say, dangles just too far out in front. Blink and you missed it moment there for the Knights as they get their first strike in the second half. The trend continues from half number 1. Close, but no cigar. And the ball gets away from the Lynx this time. Gives an easy clear opportunity to the Knights. Through ball. Far sideline, sniffed out. Lynx trying to piece some passes together. Race to them. Race for them, I should say, on the near sideline. They get to it, but cannot get around the defense. Lopez and Briggs both there to shut the door. Riddle looking for the long pass. Instead finds the wall that is the Lynx defense. It's right back on the merry-go-round for the Lynx. The Knights let it play off the line. Have it just for a second on the throw-in. That'll be a foul right in front of us. And a freebie for the Lynx. Comes about 6-7 yards into their offensive zone. So what's the idea here? They put the boots to it and try and get a bouncing ball in the box. Instead, it's right on the entrance of the box. They turn the corner, but they cannot get the run towards the goal. Lynx players, coaches, and fans waiting for the call that does not come. Bang, bang, right there in the middle of the box. Knights make the defensive stand. They'll have to make another, and they smartly jump over the ball there and let the goalie pick it up with the mitts. Heads up play defensively for the Knights. And the clear just got that much easier. One player out there can use their hands, and if they can get their hands on the ball safely, let them do it. Never a bad idea to play for possession. So many times you think of playing and working with what the defense gives you. You think about moving forward into the offensive zone. Sometimes that's as simple as moving it back to the defensive line as Umanzer on the right side of the through ball. Oh, cannot get around the last line of defense. What a tackle move as Umanzer gets it back off the post. The strongman offense. Second effort into the back of the net. What a goal! Effort will get you mighty far in life, and effort created that chance for the Knights. The defense breathing down the backside. Umanzer refused to go down, created a second opportunity for herself, which then led to the rebound opportunity for the teammate. Goal number 1 on the big board. The Knights grab the first lead of the day. Let's look at the CCBC Essex Athletics website, the live stats, to see who got the goal there. A lot of bodies on that side of the field, so not sure who got that one for the Knights, and officially it is number 10, the sophomore from Kingsville, Maryland, Mackenzie Silenzia, with a beautiful strike into the back of the net. Goal number 1, 10 minutes, or almost 10 minutes into the second half. The Knights finally break through with one. How does that change this game? Do the Lynx find an extra gear and up the aggressiveness? Or does that open the floodgates? Only time will tell. Have one answer to one of the questions we've asked. Who's going to strike first? It's the Knights. And how's it going to change the game? Oh my! Right back! Teeter-totter! One on one side and another on the other. Wow! What a pass! What a game! We're tied again. We will check the CCBC Essex Athletics website once again for the live stats. As it is Michaela West getting credit for the Lynx goal there that ties this game up at 1. Blink and you missed it. The Lynx answer right back. Long through ball onto the other side of the field. Reese is there putting the pressure on, and the Lynx have to clear it over the sideline. Wow, what a game here to start the doubleheader between the Lynx and the Knights. Carroll Community College coming in to the Castle, looking to play spoiler. Off to a potentially good start. And this will be corner kick number 1 for the Knights. We have seen some spectacular corners this year for the Knights. So they have one in their back pocket right here. Far sideline. Silenzia takes the kick towards the front post. Goalie gets the mitts on it and then takes it right off the foot of a Knights player, and she's out of the box. That's going to be a free kick for the Knights. Wow, Wow! What a moment! There's a lot of different colored lines out there. It's a very understandable mistake for the goalie, but a potential costly one. Knights with the free kick. Lynx trying to set up the wall. This is right outside of the box. Umanzer and Silenzia are right there. Who will take the kick? Four-person wall set up for the Lynx. Silenzia looks like she's taking it, and she does, and it's deflected. Second effort does not get through. Wow, what a moment. Great effort on both sides. Defense makes the stop. Looked like a lucky bounce for the Knights as they had someone right there after the ball somehow got through the wall on the first deflection. But they're unable to fire it into the back of the net. We are still tied here at 1. Be another throw in for the Lynx, further into their offensive zone. Ansky just took the throw. Ball's bouncing in towards the box. 50-50 ball. Cleared for a moment by the Knights. It'll be another throw in. Long throw in towards the middle of the box. Takes a good bounce for the Lynx. And then it's sent over the sideline. Or I should say the end line, as it'll be a corner for the Lynx. Knights will catch their breath. They are not out of the danger zone just yet. Corner kick near sideline right in front of us. Number 6 for the Lynx. They go short. It's a give and go. That ball out of her hands. And here's a race. 2-on-2 towards the goal. And the Lynx win the race with seconds to spare. Reese right there breathing down the defense's neck. Lynx had no chance but to clear it over the sideline. Almost 15 minutes into the second half. Both offenses have come alive. Offenses searching for more. Knights trying to take advantage of the space in the middle. Unable to do so. They are able to keep the ball on this side of the field. Knights back on the merry-go-round with Amy Umanzer and the throw-in. Lynx coming up with the steal. Unable to come up with the clear, though, as Lopez takes it away at the midfield line. Ball stays on this side a little bit longer. Riddle gets the 50-50. Loading up the long shot. It's a fake. Here's the second effort. Oh, yes, but she's offsides. Great job from the as an extra defender. But that was beautiful offense taking shape there for the Knights on some tricky play from Autumn Riddle. What a moment. Long pass finds its target here, but just for a moment as the Lynx are able to take it away. Lynx trying to find the clearing lane. Instead, running into the wall. That is the Knights' defense. Oh, walking the tightrope. Knights' second effort, and it gets around the goalie, but not into the back of the net. That'll be a corner kick for the Knights. What a job of walking the tightrope on the end line. Corner kick number 2 for the Knights. Silenzio once again taking it. It's on to the front post, and the goalie this time takes it right off the head of a Knights player. Another strong goalie move on the corner kick. Sometimes you play goalie, it's kill or be killed, and on these corners, Patricia Reyes refusing to go down quietly. She took the ball off of a Knights player's foot on corner number 1 and off the head, corner number 2. Everybody's got a right to that 50-50 ball in the box. Who wants it more? Lynx trying to create a 50-50 ball in the box. Knights have other ideas, and they cut off the space. Use the body as a shield. Emily Taylorson does a good job defensively. Hears about it from the goalie. Almost 20 minutes into the second half. We are tied once again. Is that what we are destined for? Are these two teams going to play to a tie? 28 minutes to find out. 28 minutes for one of these two teams to find an edge and hold on to it. The Knights found the first edge of the game, but the Lynx quickly, and that's a nice defensive play from the forwards. Lynx took it away in a vulnerable spot. It's turn to be unable to find the clear. Its defense steps up. They'll look to play for possession. Unable to do so. Long run towards the ball. No one's going to get to it. As that bounces safely over the end line, it'll be a goal kick for the Knights. Behind the two goals on both sides here, these two programs' men's teams are warming of our doubleheader, the nightcap. We are already playing under the lights. These two programs, be looking for their first win of the day, or will one of these two teams be looking for the number 1? I got a feeling that we are in for at least a game, but it's probably going to come in the late minutes of this second half. And that's a trip up on the far sideline. That will be a free kick for the Lynx. Could be a potential card, maybe. Refs keeping the card in the back pocket. Never want to give up a free kick, but on a play like that, with numbers dwindling defensively, that may be what you would call a heads-up foul if we were playing on the hardwood. I want to give those breakaway opportunities to just anyone, particularly in a close game like this. Comes a free kick opportunity for the Lynx. 15 yards outside of the box. They'll look to place this ball in the middle. Great strike. Goal's open. They can. Oh, it's into the back of the net. What a pass. And it's sent into the open net. Elani Navarro-Bengayas, the goalie for the Knights, coming out, trying to catch that one cleanly. Got around her, and he thought for a second maybe the Lynx were not going to be able to send that one in. It was a tough angle, but they made the most of it. The Lynx grabbed their first lead of the day. 2 unanswered goals for Carroll. Let's check that live stats part of the CCBC Essex Athletics website once again. Get the official scorers, I should say, on that last goal. Goal for Carroll by Emma O'Donnell, assisted by Michaela West. Michaela West, a goal and an apple here today as she had goal number 1 for the Lynx. She assisted on goal number 2. The Knights, unfamiliar territory for today's game, but familiar territory overall on the season. They are down, but not out. 25 minutes left to play now in a game that has taken another turn. We asked the question after the Knights scored their first goal, the first goal of the day. How will this change the Lynx? Will they find another gear and up the aggressiveness? Well, the answer to that question is a resounding yes. They have found a second gear, and they have changed the complexion of this game. Now the question is, can the Knights do it on the other end? Certainly capable of it. It just takes one. Can they find it? The Knights find their second gear and get this game to tied once again. We touched that one last. Tough spot. It'll be a corner for the Knights. Know how many more chances you'll get. Gotta make the most out of every one from here on out. Get a good look, get a good strike. Don't leave it up to chance. 23 minutes left in this game. Corner kick number 3 for the Knights. And what a beautiful strike towards the back post, but the Lynx defense read it perfectly, and they climb the tippy top of the ladder and send that one away. Lenzia, the corner kick taker for the Knights, tried to send it right back with a little return to sender special. She goes into the side of the net. Good strike on the corner. Another good strike on the second effort. So the Knights do make the most out of that chance. Nothing to show for it as we take our halfway point of the half break here. Two teams grab a little water, talk a little strategy. 22 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game, and the Lynx have a 2-1 lead. During that water break, I'm sure the Lynx coaching staff, one, praising the effort that they have put together. Down 1-0 early in the second. I'm sure the coaching staff also talking to the players about let's really look for possession here. Let's not try and be too aggressive and leave ourselves vulnerable to a quick counter-strike. This game still being a one-goal game. The Knights just one moment, one quick run up the field away from changing this game once again. Both teams have been very strong defensively here in this game. It was a 0-0 contest through the first 45 minutes as we see a great job walking the tightrope there. Lynx keeping the ball alive, keeping the clock ticking. We are ways away from the 0-0 first 45 that we saw. 3 goals in the second half. 2 unanswered goals now for the Lynx as Reese trying to make a long run, getting around a couple defenders. Now looking for someone. Oh! She touches the ground! Could not get around the second. That was a highlight reel from Reese, but could not find the cross. And that'll be another corner for the Knights. They came very close on corner number 3. Can they get a little closer on number 4? Under 20 minutes to play. In towards the middle, and the Lynx are there first once again. Briggs trying to send it back in towards the box. Smartly plays it back safely to the defense, but they can't do much with it either. Midfielders and forwards got back just in time as the Lynx were going defense to offense with a little urgency. And instead, it stays on this side of the field. Keto Taylor now trying to make the run. Riddle trying to win the 50-50 ball. And instead, oh, nice move on the far sideline. I was going to say, instead it's going the other way. And now finally it is. Back and forth, hot potato action between the two teams. The Knights are still trying to find a way to crawl out of this 1-goal deficit that they're in. They're in the smallest of holes right now. Can they jump out? Get back to even ground. Lopez cuts off the space. Has the defense right there on the hip side, so quickly plays it over the sideline. Lynx trying to go on the merry-go-round once again. Cross is into the hands of the Knights keeper. Kayla West everywhere offensively for this Lynx team, trying to get another apple as she was centering that ball into a good scoring area. Knights about halfway through their run to the goal. Lose it at the midfield line as Reese runs into the wall. Lynx defense continues to put the clamps on. The Knights are getting close. 4 corner kicks over the last 15-20 minutes, and almost all of them have been quality. And remember that free kick that they had just outside of the box as well. They cannot get the ball to the goal. All of the shots are being blocked by the defense of the Lynx. Goalie is not being tested right now. The defense is being tested. It's being tested on the other side as well, but that's an offsides flag. West trying to make another run towards the goal. With a hand in the cookie jar. It was really just a finger as she was offsides by the smallest of margins. Time starting to run out here in this one. We have entered the final 15 minutes of play. Lynx still up 1. Reese, long run, far sideline. Can she find the pass? Oh, nice move to get around 1, left foot. And that's deflected again as the Knights cannot get the ball towards the net. Now here's an even run towards the goal on the other side that Abraham sees and sniffs out. Excuse me, that's Lopez. The action will slow down just a little bit. Knights trying to find something offensively here. Manzer has her pass deflected. 50-50 ball won by the Lynx. The defensive line once again coming up big for the Knights as they put an end to that run. That's a beautiful ball, Riddle. 1-on-1. Shot. No goal. What a save. Reyes. Full extension to the back post. What a save. A beautiful pass up the field. Riddle. A jet up the field. But she could not bury it into the back of the net. What a game here at the Castle. And it's not over yet. Knights sent away on that one, but they may have grabbed a little momentum for themselves. Here's a run towards the goal on the other side. Briggs is first to the 50-50 ball. She has no chance but to clear it over the sideline. Bottom far post is what Riddle was aiming for there. And Patricia Reyes, the freshman, keeping this game right where it is. A 1-goal lead for the Lynx. The Knights almost tied it up, but almost. Good for nothing here. Little almost burger on the other side as the Lynx came very close to sending that one towards goal, and they'll try and get a little closer now on the corner kick. Can the Lynx find the dagger? Corner kick near sideline. Everyone pushed up here for the Lynx. They're going for goal. They're vulnerable for the counter strike if they can't find it. Good ball towards the back post, but no one's there. There will be no counter strike, but there'll be no strike either. What could have been moment all around as the Knights take over with the possession, but with a long field in front of them. Tito Taylor gets to the 50-50 ball. Abraham trying to sneak that one onto the far sideline. Unable to do so as it's sent back deep further into the offensive zone of the Lynx. Lynx with the throw in. Trying to find some space. Knights doing the same, but looking for the clear. Briggs touches that one first. Second touch was from the Knights, as that was headed towards a corner kick instead. The Lynx are able to get it first and send it onto the other side of the field. That was a potential dangerous move there from the Knights. Almost a costly turnover in their defensive zone. 11 minutes left in the contest. Lindsay, a long pass up. Riddle running towards it again. Hot potato with possession before the Lynx clear it onto the other side. With another long pass, takes a good bounce And an even better bounce on the second ball. Keto Taylor trying to play it over. Knights trying to keep the pressure on. Silenzia wins it. Beautiful pass onto the far sideline. Cutting in towards the middle. Trying to set up a pass into the middle, but the Lynx cut it off just in time. Good offense, better defense. And we have seen that all day long between these two teams. Knights just asking for one more look. Can they find it? Keto Taylor. Pass in towards the middle, and that's a whistle and a free kick for the Knights. They had a free kick from a very similar spot earlier in the game, and they came very close to finishing on it. What do they have here? Final 10 minutes. Five-person wall set up. Silenzia goes for goal. The uprights. That'll count for 3 somewhere tonight, but nothing here today. Five-person wall set up for the Lynx. You had a feeling that if Silenzia could put that just a tad late getting there if the goalie can't control it. Unanswered questions. What could have been moment? What might still be? Comeback hopes are dwindling here for the Knights. They're not dead just yet. Long run for the Lynx. Unsuccessful, but possession stays with them with a throw-in on the far sideline. Evening has turned to night here. And soon the sky will be pitch black. Setting the table. Not only a photo finish here in game number 1, but a spectacular contest in game number 2. That's right, fans. These two teams' men's programs are going head-to-head in game number 2. Stick around with us to watch that one. We have one more game on this great Thursday of soccer here at the Castle. One of the last few regular season doubleheaders we have. Setting up for a photo finish here as we are 7 minutes and change away from the final whistle. It is still a 1-goal game. When that one bounces off of a Knights player, it'll be a throw-in for the Lynx. Possession crucial on both sides. Knights cannot get to even without possession. Lynx, they can't let the Knights get to even if they've got possession. Both teams desperately going after every 50-50 ball. Both teams very much aware that they are one good offensive look away from changing this game, maybe for good. The Lynx searching for the dagger. Knights searching for the equalizer. Knights finding the clear for a bit. Keto Taylor. Oh my! Oh my goodness! One-on-one! And the role of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson played by Emily Reese tonight. We're tied here at the Castle once again. And it's going to be an exciting final 6 minutes. Check the official live stats for the score there, and it was indeed Emily Reese, assisted by Amelia Quito Taylor. What a huge moment. What a game. And the fans coming up and out of their seats. The castle coming alive here as we are tied once again. There will be no overtime between these two teams if we are still tied at the end of this final 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Does that change the way these two teams approach this final 5 minutes? I don't think it should. You cannot be passive and give up a chance. As we see here, the Lynx putting together a chance after a turnover in the defensive zone. Another chance. And there's the big clear finally, or at least the beginnings of the big clear, because it's staying right on this side of the field. For how much longer? Run towards the ball, and the Knights use the body as a shield, but they do surrender a corner kick. Under 5 minutes to play, a huge corner. A huge moment in the game here for the Lynx. They got knocked back after surrendering the lead a minute ago. They get themselves back out in front here. Corner kick, far sideline. Towards the middle. Second effort. Bouncing around. Good spot. Finally a clear. Lynx wondering where the call is. That was bang bang right in the middle of the box. There was no whistle. Under 4 minutes to play now. Long pass up the field, intercepted at the midfield line by the Lynx. Knight switching fields. The Manzer switching them again. Space on the far sideline. Reese couldn't get to the 50-50 ball. Return to sender as these two teams pinballing it between themselves. Back and forth, one side to the other. Is somebody going to grab possession here in the final 3 minutes? Is somebody going to put together one more run towards the goal? There's a nice move from Riddle, trying to split the defense. And she puts the brakes on just in the nick of time. Manzer trying to switch fields over to Reese. Oh, Quito Taylor intercepting it. Riddle, second effort, into the back of the net. The Knights grab the lead in the final 2 minutes. My goodness, mama, what a game! The wham bam, thank you ma'am special for Autumn Riddle. Another play where it is clear as day. Effort will get you mighty far in life. A 50-50 ball won by the Knights as Quito Taylor put the pressure on, created that loose ball strike. Two unanswered goals from the Knights. Can they hold on now? Lynx unable to walk the tightrope right in front of us on the near sideline. So it's a change of possession as we are seconds away from hitting the 2-minute mark of this contest. 120 ticks left on that clock. Manzer with the head ball. The physical play from the Lynx creating an extra possession. Good step up from the defense. Oh my, that's over everybody's head. West making a run, keeping it alive, and the Knights clearing it just in time. Their players, coaches, and fans will steady the beating heart for a moment. Oh my, they're not out of the danger zone yet. It's another corner. Number 8 comes with less than 90 seconds to play. Towards the back post. Lynx are there, but they cannot put it on net. Second effort does not come. Oh, here it is. Into the hands of the keeper. 65 seconds left. And the Knights, no reason to go quickly now. They'll slow things down. Oh, good ball from Abraham as she sends it all the way onto the other side of the field. The Lynx will have one more run, but they've got to go the distance, and they've got to do it in 40 seconds. Got it to the midfield line. Now a little further as Briggs has it play under her foot, but Lopez clears it away. Keto Taylor with a nice move. That should be the last hurrah. Final 10 seconds is here. And the Knights have possession. And they are going to walk away with the victory here today. A come-from-behind victory as they found themselves down but not out. And they got the win with the final score of 3-2. The Lynx will fall to 5-5 on the year, and the Knights will improve to 5-8-1. Coach King's squad taking a big step forward here tonight as we are in the final moments of the season here, and maybe a season-defining victory for the women's soccer program here at CCBC Essex. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth encouraging you guys for the final time to stick around for game number 2. If you can't, well, thanks for joining us for game number 1. I'll see you next time. And until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.